What's going on, YouTube? Back at it again. Gotta keep the games rolling. We're still in week number 3, day 2 of the games here, as we're switching up the format a little bit, seeing if there's a couple things that we could do to make sure we get the most viewership. So we got two games on Friday. We got 2 games today, one on YouTube and one on Twitch, and then the final 2 games on Sunday will be on Twitch. So make sure you show some love to the big homies. You already know how we do. Should be a fun ride as always. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all of our various affiliates. You know we got to keep it moving. And it's going to be Tacoma at St. Louis for this set of games here. 2 teams that are currently 0-2. Tacoma, they lost the heartbreaker in overtime against Arizona, while St. Louis, they lost their last 2 games with Jim Carr at the helm. He's going to try to turn it around at home. Should be a fun ride as always as we keep it moving here in the USFA. And we're going to do everything we can to make sure that y'all know that we are the best of the best in regards to the professional football league and the sim league format. So we're going to keep it rolling as always. Show some love to the Twitch and YouTube channels along with our affiliates. You'll see the links in the description of this video along with the Discord itself. So go ahead and get up in there, get on a team, because we only have about another month or so before we switch over to where the rosters are locked for the rest of the season. And then at that point is working on getting ready for the upcoming draft and see who's making the playoffs. So we're going to go ahead and keep it moving here. I'm pretty much all set. I hope y'all are set. I'm hit this play game button. Let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. I'm ready if y'all are ready. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and flip it over. St. Louis is kicking it off to the big homies in Tacoma, as it's going to be returned here, taking it past the 25-yard line. And we'll go ahead and flip that sound on so y'all can hear what I'm hearing. I'm doing a little bit better with that. So learning as we do more streams, as it's going to flip this middle of the field and caught, trying to reach out for that first down mark. Got a little close there. That's Jax Jackson Jr. coming through with the catch. A gain of 9 to start off his day. Like I said before, both of these teams coming to this game winless. Is going to change eventually. And this will be a big game as well to see if they could push towards the lower seed in the playoffs, as Davin Brewer picks up the first down on the ground. And he had himself a big game last week. He's trying to punch it up. He's trying to make something happen. He's trying to get his team in the W squad. Shout out to Ross Napoli and Suicide King, the owner / GM of the Tacoma Eruption, putting in the work. Only going to get better from here. Trust and believe me, but not like that. That's going to be B. Dexter second getting the sack. Radford Dexter coming new early, and it's a loss of 5. The rookie gets home. Just like Tacoma, St. Louis has been waiting for a W as well. Quick pitch left side and caught. There goes the tight end, pushing up, and he breaks the tackle. That's going to be the big homie Joe Beasley there for a gain of 20. And Tacoma's already in St. Louis territory. Tacoma in the white and black jerseys. St. Louis in the all blues with the yellow helmet. For all the people that do not know the teams and stuff, make sure y'all knew it's a pitch right side and caught. And that's going to be first down play, as that's going to be Lamar Davis out of the backfield. The second halfback here in Tacoma is going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Wide open, Davin Brewer out the backfield. That looks pretty nice. That's going to be a touchdown for Tacoma already. A beautiful start of the drive, and that'll put Tacoma on top. Wow. Had to recollect myself. I got me some water. But so far, so good here for Tacoma. They're going to go ahead and set this thing up. Kick is going to be up. Kick is going to be good there by Fire Starter Prodigy. And Tacoma's on the board here. St. Louis coming onto the field for the first time. The third game into the post-Montaigne era. St. Louis going through a bit of a rebuilding set. Got some great players here, especially on defense. They didn't necessarily show it on this particular drive, but they have a lot of things to build on. Bradford Dexter getting a sack. I think they just need to work a little bit more on just solidifying that chemistry. And they could get something rolling here. St. Louis on the offensive side. Jim Carrey's going to do what he does best. He's going to try to work his way down the field with this great offense. Namie McNamerson, definitely one of the better halfbacks in the league, as we're going to see him. Actually, that's him? No, that's not him. That's going to be Tertz's other player, Gum Arabic, at cornerback. And he's going to defer it over to his offensive player, Namie McNamerson, doing his thing. Let's see how they work this team. Handoff here, running through a man is Namie and gets past the 30 for his first touch of the game. That's going to be a gain of 4. And that's going to be a false start. So many players moving on that one. Can't do nothing about that. 2nd and 11 coming up. Here comes Jim Carr. Short pass and caught. Getting back to where they was before the penalty. Now it's going to be 3rd and 6 coming up. Not the greatest at the short passes there. I would like to see him get number 1 involved. You see him on the screen earlier. Ben Blazin, the former Anchorage Snow Devil, got traded away right before the draft. Definitely a playmaker here. Looking for a man. Going to take off to run and throws it left side and no one's home. And that'll be a stop here from this Tacoma defense. We'll see the offense come back onto the field shortly. Sending this one away. It is going to be returned. Taking this past the 30. Cuts up and gets past the 35 to the 37. Mr. James Peach making it happen here. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. First and 10 coming up. Going to pass it here is Bridges. Looking for another touchdown, but that'll be a completed pass. There to the left side. I believe that's the former Dragon making it happen. Isaiah Fowler getting it done here. 2nd and 2 coming. Handoff pushing forward, and he's going to get stopped short of the mark. Great tackle there. 3rd and inches coming up here for Tacoma. I formation coming up. Handoff, and he's going to get stopped. 4th and inches. Tacoma could very well go for Bradford Dexter to second, getting the tackle again. This St. Louis get themselves a stop here. It looks like they did, unless Tacoma's feeling a little freaky with it. Might trust the arm of Fire Starter Prodigy. Not to be. He's going to send it away to the left side, looking for a bounce, but that's not going to happen. St. Louis is going to get this ball back at the 20. Let's see what Jim Carr could do for their second take. Short drop back here, looking and caught. There goes Ben Blazin down to the 35-yard line. Going to be a gain of about 16. Actually, they're going to say 15. It's 1st and 10 coming. And that was a rocket right there. You got to love those intermediate passes right there. Not necessarily behind the line of scrimmage, but, you know, just a little bit to let the receivers rumble a little bit. That's a sweet spot right there. As they're going to stretch this to the right side. Decent blocking initially, but Jacob Copeland said, I ain't got time for a player. Try it again. It's 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. Shotgun set here for the Archers, and they're going to hand it off again, pushing forward, and he's going to get stuck again. This time it's Kaiser Washington and Jacob Copeland there in the mix. Is going to be 3rd and 7. Going to send Ben Blazin in motion. Going to fake it one time, hand it off up the middle, and Namey's going to pick it up himself. 1st and 10 coming up. A great play there. That's going to keep the chains moving here for the Archers. They're trying to get something cooking themselves. And they're going to give it to him again on the run play. Breaks one tackle, but the defense of Tacoma rallies to the ball carrier. That's going to make it 2nd and 11. And Jacob Copeland getting in that backfield again. I believe King Maximus was right there with them. Shotgun set again. They're going to try the ground game with the zone run, and once again the defense of Tacoma says no. 3rd and 10 coming up. I do like that they're incorporating the run game into their offense, but got to get more yards to keep it a factor. Looking for a man again. Going to launch this left side, and that was a miscommunication. Like that wide receiver was cutting back inward. But that's going to be a no good play. Should see yet another punt here. 1:47 left in the first. Sending this one away. Looking for a pin to the 1 and rolls barely into the end zone. Almost had that pin. But that's going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. Tacoma back onto the field. Sean Bridges. A little bit of a storyline here. Sean Bridges, the quarterback for Tacoma, was drafted by St. Louis. Took him to the United Bowl twice, I believe. Did not make it. It did not get the W, but this is like a W play here. It's going to be Big Homie Brewer. Chased down by Gum Arabic last second to make sure he doesn't get the touchdown. But hey, Davin Brewer, he says he wants to get back in this mix. They're back in the red zone. And he was using that speed. We seen that speed last week on that long touchdown run. Almost had a long touchdown reception. There's going to be a short drop back here. Left side is going to be caught there by Joe Beasley. A pickup of about 3. Single back. Going to send Jackson Jr. in motion. Drop back here from Bridges. Right side is going to be caught. And there goes JJJ. There with the catch is going to be a short third down situation. And that'll be the end of quarter number 1, folks. 3rd and 2 coming up. Tacoma in scoring distance again, but will it be 3? Will it be 7? It looks like it's going to be at least a first down as Davin Brewer cuts him up. It's going to be 1st and goal. I believe he's already over 100 yards total, all purpose, and that'll make it to the 3-yard line. Christopher Baker there with the tackle. 1st and goal coming. Gonna drop back here, looking for a man left side and caught. And it's going to be Isaiah Fowler with the touchdown again. Tacoma's on the board, and they got a 2-score lead on St. Louis. $14 to nothing is your score. St. Louis coming back onto the field. They've had a little promise getting a first down or 2, but now they need to put it all together. And this is one of the things that a lot of people had thoughts on St. Louis on whether or not they could put it all together. Is Jim Carr that bridge quarterback? Is he the guy for the future? With the draft class coming up, it's kind of hard for me to think that St. Louis won't target a quarterback with their first pick. But there's still plenty of time to assess the field as a whole. Maybe there's another position that they need a lot more dearly than quarterback. Who knows? Me personally, I think a quarterback will definitely help them out, an active one, as we see the return here from Gum Arabic past the 25 to around the 29. There's going to be 1st and 10 coming. First and 10 coming up. They're going to stretch this to the left side. Decent blocking initially, but the Tacoma defense says no to that. Kaiser Washington clears it up. And it's going to be 2nd and 9. Shotgun set, Jim Carr. More than likely passing this time around. We'll see. No, they will not. They'll hand it off, and the defense stands tall again. 3rd and 11 here. Daniel Stover, the rookie, getting it done. Third and 11 coming. Going to be passing it again. Look, game, Millfield, and caught. Reaching forward, and there goes Namey doing it again with his strong lower body. Going to make it happen in his 1st and 10. Nate McNamerson making something out of nothing. But whenever you put a bite on them, you're not asking for good things to happen to you. Got to make sure you put those users on them. They're going to hand it off to him again, and there's a decent hole, a juke move, but had no room to do anything right after it. I think if he stayed more outside after the juke, he might have been able to turn that corner, but nonetheless, a great play for about 6. Najee Wyatt, the former Huntington Beach Voyager, who won the championship with them last season, getting the job done there. In regards to the tackle, 2nd and 4 coming. And they're going to give it to Namey again. Why not? And he's going to pick up another first down with his legs. 10 for 28. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming. And they're picking up the pace a little bit, as you can see. 8 minutes left in the second. Here comes the pass. Jim Carr taking off to run a little bit. Avoids the sack. Looking for more. He's going to take off, and he's going to pick up the first with his legs. A gain of 16. A rare sight there from Jim Carr. He's normally a pocket passer, but he says he could wiggle a little bit too. Passing it. No, it's going to be another handoff, and he's going to pick up maybe a couple. Make that 3. 2nd and 7 coming. Shotgun set again. St. Louis in scoring territory now. Gonna pass it again here. Looking middle field and caught. There goes Ben Blazin. Blazin, the Eruption defense for a solid gain inside the red zone. St. Louis goes. And this is what I'm talking about. Putting it all together in one drive. They're definitely doing it here. 1st and 10 coming. And that was a great crossing pattern too. You seen Jacob Copeland didn't know which way to go. Chose one way, and Ben Blazin was left open as they handed off here. Trucking through a man and taking a guy to the 4-yard line. His name, he's starting to heat up. 12 carries so far on the game. It's 1st and goal coming. St. Louis in striking distance to put a touchdown on. They need it. Looking real nice on this drive. They're going to give it to Namey, pushing up, and 2 Eruption defensive players says no, led by John Carter, the free safety. They did pick up 2, though, so it's going to be 2nd and goal. At formation here. Will they give it back to Namey? Yes, they will. It's going to be a handoff, and it's going to be a touchdown there for St. Louis. Back into the game. Good job there from the Archers. I think that was a feel-good score right there for St. Louis. Kick is going to be up from Daniel Carlstown, and he is going to knock it through. 14-7. Let's get into it. 5 minutes left in the second. Sending this one away. Tacoma with the 7-point lead as we see the return here, taking a pass to 20. Sheds off one man and gets stuck by Orlando Wolfgang. They're going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Let's see what Tacoma got cooking. Passing it left side is going to be caught. Not quite the first down, but a solid gain there from Tacoma. There's going to be Isaiah Fowler, who had the last touchdown for him. Going to be a gain of 9. So far, 3 for 20 and a touchdown. There for Isaiah Fowler. Stayed in the Western Conference. Going to be a handoff here, cutting the wrong way. And he's going to pick up 1 yard, or actually like half a yard. Going to be 3rd and 1. High formation here. I believe that's Brewer in the backfield. We're going to hand it off, and it's going to be a hold there for Brewer, and he will pick up the first down at the 40. 5 for 15 so far. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun set here. It's going to be big Holman Bridges back there, and they're going to go ahead and pitch to the outside, and St. Louis was ready. That's going to be 420 Blunt Smoke there with the tackle for loss. Tried to get it to James Peach, but the defense of St. Louis is ready. If St. Louis could get the quick stop, they could potentially have a 2-minute warning to work with, potentially get this ball down the field, get some more points. You never know. There's going to be a shotgun play, trying to get home, taking off to run, throws on the run, and almost throws a pick. 3rd and 13 coming up. Gonna check something real quick. Passing it left side, and that is going to be an interception. That's Gun Marabic. He needs some blocks, and he's going to take it past midfield down to the 45, and that's a play they needed right there. Handoff. There goes Namie's other player making plays and juking, and he's going to get around 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. What an interception there. Now St. Louis could potentially double back and potentially could get a TD out of this. Sometimes your owner's players, they have to step up and make plays. Gonna be a handoff here, finding the crease, making it happen past the 30, down to the 29-yard line. And then he's starting to pick it up here. Back in field goal range all in one play. St. Louis trying to pick up the pace. They still have all 3 timeouts. They're going to use this no huddle to the best of their ability. Right side is caught, stays in bounds, and picks up maybe a couple yards before stamping out. It's going to be 2nd and 1 coming. Paris Glass with the catch. Gonna pass it again, looking for a man left side. It's gonna be incomplete, trying to fit that one to Ben Blazin. Punched out of his hands. It's gonna be 3rd and 1. At this point, the playbook should be open. You know, still 3rd and 1. You still have all 3 of your timeouts, so you got to put that into account. I say keep your offense on as long as you can. And they're going to fake the handoff. Okay, Jim Carr's launching in zone. Gonna be picked off in the end zone. It's gonna be a bot INT hitting the shoot dance. Tacoma saves face. And that is a bad play right there for St. Louis. But now Tacoma has a chance to do something, but they'll just throw that one away there. Gonna make a 2nd and 10. Honestly shouldn't have clipped that one, but it was a pretty crazy INT. So, because it was a bot. But it is what it is. We'll put that in the next highlight reel, assuming these clips work. They should be working. It worked on the last couple of plays, last couple of games. But it's going to be a pitch here, and it's going to be Joe Beasley taking that one to the 38. Getting closer to Hail Mary range, but they need to pick up the pace a little bit. Nonetheless, a great play. Left him by himself. He did what he was supposed to do. No huddle here. 50 seconds left in the second. Here comes the hike. Looking for a man. Launching this left side and caught inside St. Louis territory with that play. And there goes Lamar Davis. First and 10 coming up here for Tacoma. 35 seconds and actually 36, and they'll go ahead and call the timeout. 36 seconds. Still got the timeouts. They're going to go screen pass. But it looks like the defense of St. Louis made it happen there. Could have been a lot worse from how it looked initially. But great job once again by the player that got the INT. Gum Arabic making the tackle. Going to pass it again, looking for a man. Is Bridges. Throws this right side and caught. Not getting the first. But they may just let this one tick down a little bit. See if they could get a Hail Mary going or maybe even a long field goal attempt. You never know. Looks like they are calling a timeout here. It'll be a long 50-yarder from this particular spot, but it looks like they have their Hail Mary offense on, so maybe they don't want to try it just yet. You never know. Looking for a man. Gonna launch this deep in the left side, and some coverage, and incomplete. 4th and 1 here. They could go for the Hail Mary or just try the field goal. You never know. That's probably what they were trying to do. And it looks like they will try the field goal. Why not? It'll be a 54-yarder for Firestarter Prodigy. It looks like it has the leg, and it is going to be no good. A little bit to the left. A great attempt. It definitely had the distance, but just a little bit off. Kind of like it went through a little bit, but they said that it was no good. So St. Louis will now have a Hail Mary opportunity. The best news for St. Louis is that Jim Carr does have a cannon, and he's going to launch it here. Going to be almost caught, and that'll be the end of half number 1. Let's go ahead and get into it. Best of luck to both of these teams. St. Louis firing the cannons, well, firing the arrows, I should say. As we'll see a kneel down there from Gum Arabic. Let's turn to 3rd quarter is here. Making a couple adjustments, then hands it off. And it looks like he's going to get slowed down by number 95. That's Najee Wyatt. Handoff here, pushing forward. A juke move, but didn't necessarily fake out the defender. But he did get pretty close to the first down mark. It's going to be 3rd and 2 coming. Naaman McNamerson getting a lot of touches in this ball game, and honestly, he's been helping them out. It's kind of the offense that I'd say most were probably envisioning to help out with Jim Carr. They're going to give it to him again, and he did pick up the first. And those are those nitty-gritty type of plays that St. Louis needs to keep themselves in football games. A great job, at least for the attempt by Perrin Ibarra, the linebacker, but didn't quite get enough juice there on the tackle. As you see right there, 30 plays, 20 of them have been rushes. You don't normally see that, but the offense has been working, and that is going to be caught. Been blazing to get in the midfield. First and 10, St. Louis. They trying to cook now. Like, they're looking pretty nice. 3 for 43 there. Stretching the right side, and he's going backwards this time around. Looks like King Maximus swung through and made the play. Jim Carr by his lonesome, looking for a man here. Protection's breaking down, throwing backwards, and he will make the catch as Paris Glass. A pretty ill-advised one, but hey, it did produce positive yards, so I guess you can't be too mad. 3rd and 2 coming. Gonna be a handoff. There goes Namey, and he's gonna push through. He says, I don't care about how many bodies you have in front of me. I'm gonna make it work for my team. It's gonna be another first down in St. Louis inside the 40. Once again, another attempt for a Tacoma linebacker to bring him down before the sticks, but Namey showing some serious heart in this ball game as the offense continues to roll. Gonna launch this left side on the comeback route, and reaching out is number 17. That's gonna be Jalen Allen, the rookie, making his first catch. It's a big one. Another first down play and a gain of 10. Not necessarily the explosiveness, but it is effective right now. We can't say it's not effective. They're moving it. Going to be another handoff, and this time he gets stuck. Alpha Wolf coming through with the big play. Second and 9 here. Handoff. Another grind game there. Grinding them up. 3rd and 4 coming. St. Louis going through a full-on run game type of mode. And so far it's been keeping them in the game, and it's also burning clock. Can't be too mad at it. 3rd and 4 coming. That formation, and they're going to give it to him again. Why not? No, it's the backup. Is that Body McBotterson? I believe it is. A gain of 9 coming up. 1st and 10 again. I guess you had to give your halfback a little bit of a break, and he makes do. Inside the red zone they go. St. Louis trying to tie this ball game up. Drive looking immaculate. Now they just got to finish it. Handoff is going to be Namey again, who's going to push forward for more yards after the contact. And that'll get him inside the 10. Tacoma having a bit of an issue slowing down this run game. I don't think Tacoma was really expecting it. Honestly, I don't think any team has been expecting it, to be honest. But it is working. Left side, and going to be incomplete. It almost went into the hands of Jamal Allen, but I don't think he was ready for it when it came his way. It's going to be 3rd and 5 coming. Looking right side, and going to be caught by Paris Glass. Touchdown, St. Louis. Extra point away from tying this ball game up. We got ourselves a game today. Kick is going to be up. Kick is going to be good. And we got ourselves a tie ball game here, folks. Tacoma hasn't really done too much offensively since the last time they scored a touchdown. But they can definitely change it here. See if they can get this lead right back. But St. Louis playing with some serious heart in this one. Went down 2 scores. Came back with it. Scored 2 times. It was not looking pretty in the beginning of this game. But they're making it work. St. Louis sending it away. Tacoma trying to get some momentum here. 4 minutes, 26 seconds is going to be a return here from Davis. Cutting around and getting past the 25. Stays on his feet. Gets to the 30, but it really doesn't matter because it's going to be a flag. Taking it back to the 10. And that's going to make it 1st and 10. It's going to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so it happened pretty early on the return. Tacoma's going to need to get their offense rolling again. Short drop back here, looking for a man, taking off to run, and overthrows his halfback. I think he was just trying to throw that one away. Probably would have liked to run by the quarterback on that one. Looked like he had the room. Gonna pitch this one to James Peach, and once again, not to be. Caught him slipping. Gonna be 3rd and 10. Tacoma needs to find life. They need this 1st down. Gonna be passing it again, going screen, and that was dangerous. 4th and 10 coming up here. I wouldn't advise a screen pass at this particular juncture. But this is where making your playbooks and seeing how they roll, you know what plays to look out for within your own game plan. X them out, take them out, add something new that you think will work in its favor. Try it again next week. And at that point, you'll have that particular playbook that you're looking for. Not everything is going to work on its first week. You got to be patient. That's why I keep telling all the owners, it's like, why is it not running the ball? I was like, look, you made the playbook, my friend. You made it. I didn't make it for you. And talking in particular to the ones that are actually able to make it, you know what I'm saying? So just got to be mindful on that. Is going to be a launch in the middle of the field, and he had Kevin Lee open. But the pass off the mark, we've noted a few times this season, he's better in the pocket making these passes. If he's on the run, chances are it's not going to go where it's supposed to go. But still in good position here. Inside Tacoma territory. They're going to fake the handoff. Left side and going to be caught. There goes Kevin Lee past the 40. And that's going to be 1st and 10 again. Great adjustment there by Jim Carr. That was a throw on the run right there, but not like one of those uncontrolled ones like we've seen earlier. Great job nonetheless keeping the drive alive. St. Louis trying to get their first W, looking for a pass from the field and caught, and he gets stuck right at the end of the play, but it really doesn't matter. He hangs on to it. Kevin Lee with this 2nd catch, and it's a big one that puts St. Louis deep in Tacoma territory. Look for the stiff arm and then just get smacked right at the end of it. Shotgun set. Passing it again, looking for a man. Steadies himself in the pocket, throws it short, and there goes the touchdown recipient of the last drive. Gets him another 5 here. It's going to be 2nd and medium. St. Louis is looking pretty nice. I'm not even going to lie to you. Short drop back. Jim Carr looking and throws this one away. 3rd and 5 coming. 12 for 20 so far here for Jim Carr. And just like always, every time I see it, I got to say it. That's my birthday right there, December 20th. So make sure you get me something. Don't got to be too much. Just show that you love me. 3rd and 5. Shout out to everybody in the chat as well. I didn't say it earlier, but you are all the reasons why I keep doing this every single week. And you're also the reason why Caboose keeps on bumping his head against the wall, as it looks like Jim Carr is going to throw this one away. And the Tacoma defense, at the very least, holds him to a field goal attempt. And when I say bang his head on the wall, I mean it in the best way possible. Going to be a field goal attempt from the left hash. Here comes Daniel Carlstown. Kick is up, and the kick shall be good, and St. Louis will take their first lead right before the end of the 3rd quarter. Tacoma's going to need to find that fire in that offense soon. Or the team that most expected to potentially go winless could find their first W early. And keep in mind that this is a Western Conference matchup, so they could very well see each other again, and the other team matches up and get the W. You never know. Looks like they're both playing fairly even. But right now, St. Louis has scored 3 straight times on 2 touchdown scores and then the field goal that you just seen. Sending this one away here. It's going to be returned. Taking this pass to 30. Great blocking initially. Stays on his feet and gets dropped at the 34. So Tacoma once again with really good field position thanks to Lamar Davis. Now they got to get their offense on the move. They have a full 14 minutes. Well, 13 minutes technically to make this happen. Once again, a fairly even matchup in this ball game. Short drop back looking is going to throw it to number 80. It's going to be Evan Hunt there with the catch. It's going to be 1st and 10. First catch we've seen in a while there from the old school tight end. He's a little bit of a do-it-all type. He could block, he could catch, he could run his routes very well. Just one of those guys that you'd love to have on your team. That's going to be the final moments of the 3rd. They're going to pass it again. Going to go right side and caught. Pushing through is Evan Hunt again. That's going to make it 12 seconds, and that'll more than likely take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Throw your fours in your chat for your boys, the USFA. You got to keep the games rolling as always. Let's go ahead and get into it. Flip the field. Let's get into it. 12 minutes. Will we need extra quarters for this? You never know. Passing the right side and caught. Stays in bounds and just going to take it out of bounds. Avoid the hit. Can't be mad at that. That'll put St. Louis, or that'll put Tacoma in St. Louis territory. Number 9 to number 8. Look at those dreadlocks flow. See, now he turned that corner. It was like, you. The shotgun set here. Here comes Bridges. Pocket solid. Passes better. There goes James Peach inside the 30. And that's exactly what Tacoma needed to see. Back in field goal territory. Would have been interesting to see what would happen if Tacoma actually hit that field goal right before the end of the 1st half. Maybe have ourselves a tie ball game. You never know. But we got to keep it moving here. Passing it again. Taking off to run. Throws it short. There goes Davis. Pushing forward inside the 15. Make it to the 14-yard line. It's 1st and 10 again. Exactly what the doctor ordered here for Tacoma. Ten and a half minutes left in the fourth. Shotgun set. Well, actually a single back set. My bad on that. Looking for a man right side and caught. And that's going to be caught by JJJ. Jax Jackson Jr. Going to be 2nd and 8 here. Second and 8 coming. Passing it again, looking right side and caught. There goes the big homie Joe Beasley getting some more yards there. 3rd and 2. And it's a big 3rd down. If they don't pick it up, then we can have ourselves a tie ball game as opposed to potentially a score. Unless they score in this drive for a touchdown, you never know, but I'm just saying. Never want to leave opportunities like these behind. Got to put the pressure on the other team. As they're going to pass it here. A lot of bodies going everywhere, and they've caught him slipping. Lamar Davis punching it in. Touchdown, Eruption. And they're going to crack 20 today. Great drive here from Tacoma. I don't know if y'all noticed that route concept there in that left to middle area, but there's so many bodies going everywhere. A perfectly crafted play. And that's going to make it a 4-point ball game here for Tacoma. Like I said before, got to put pressure on the other team. Having to go get a touchdown as opposed to getting 3, make it a lot harder, especially for a team that hasn't been doing the scoring as consistent, even though we could say the same thing for Tacoma, but right now it's crunch time. There's only 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter. The chances for overtime kind of slimmed up, but it really depends if St. Louis is able to score a touchdown. Or if Tacoma gets another field goal and then St. Louis gets a touchdown, you never know. But like I said, kind of slim at this current juncture. It really just depends on what St. Louis is able to do. Now, is the run game completely dead? I'd probably say no. Because honestly, they can milk the clock as much as they want. And if it's effective and it works, why not go to the run game? But this is a big drive here. Jim Carr looking for his comeback. They're going to pass it here. Going to be a hold probably. A juke move, reaching out to get past the 30. It's going to be a hold on that right guard. I kind of seen it. 1st and 10, 1st and 20 coming. A little bit of a brain freeze right there. Quick pitch left side and deflected. 2nd and 20 coming up. Gonna pass it again right side and caught. He's going backwards for it. That's not really going to help him out. 3rd and long coming. Third and 19, big play, going to throw it short. Going to get most of those yards back. He's going to be a little short. I think the smart thing to do will be to punt it away. See if your defense can get a stop. Try it again next time because you don't want to give Tacoma a chance to score. So it's probably the best thing to do right now. A valiant effort nonetheless, but You gotta do what you gotta do. You put yourself in that situation. That's what happens sometimes. As we see the return here, and great coverage there for 420 blunt smoke. Making that tackle is going to be at the 23-yard line. Tacoma has a chance to burn some clock, potentially add some more points. Now, regardless of what happens outside of maybe even the Tacoma touchdown, St. Louis is going to have to score a touchdown to win this game. A field goal held will give St. Louis a chance to tie. Looking for a man to throw it to and try to throw it on the left side on the run. No one home. 2nd and 10. Passing it left side and caught. There goes Davis again, who's been a real big factor here in this passing game, helping them get into the end zone in the last drive. 8 catches, 81 yards from the halfback. It's going to be 1st and 10. As Tacoma slightly went away from Davin Brewer, unfortunate, but it looks like he is back there now. Let's see if they utilize him on this particular play. They're going to stretch it to the left side. Davin Brewer with a little bit of a hole and gets past the 40. Going to pick up about 6. Six and a half minutes left in the fourth. Big game here in the Western Conference. Middle of the field and caught. Is that the big homie again? Yes, it is. It's going to be Joe Beasley with his 5th catch of the game. 1st and 10 coming. Empty set here for Tacoma. Trying to get something cooking. Looking for a man. Right side and incomplete. Second and 10 here. Going to be a handoff. Pushing forward. Gets past midfield, but it's going to set up 3rd down. Biggest 3rd down of the game on both sides. St. Louis could get the stop, get the ball back, and potentially swing the game in their favor. Big play here. Sean Bridges wants to take it to his former team. Going to find the man and overthrows Beasley. And that is an unfortunate play right there. You had him dead to rights, but now they got to bring the punt team on. Fire starter prodigy here for a potential pin. Going to send this one to the left side. Will he get it? Barely misses it. A good try nonetheless. That was pretty close to pinning him at the 1-yard line, but just need a little bit more juice to the left side. I think he would have got it. But regardless of that, St. Louis has a chance to win the game if they can find a way down the field. The run game, I still think, could be used here. Still plenty of time. All 3 timeouts. Quick pitch, middle of the field, and caught. There goes Mr. Allen doing his thing. Jamal Allen. Almost called him Jared Allen. "74 yards away from a touchdown. Looking for a man again. Taking off to run left side and caught. And there goes Allen again. Getting close to the 40. St. Louis trying to cook. So far, so good. Almost running into his halfback there, but hey, he made it happen there. Looks like we're taking this one to the wire. You never know. Gonna be a big drop back here for Mr. Carr, and he is going to make another catch there to Allen. Rookie getting a lot of work in this game. Is going to be 2nd and 5. Taking the handoff here, looking for a man right side and caught. There's going to be a missed tackle, another missed tackle, and there goes St. Louis inside Tacoma territory. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the 4th. St. Louis said, stop playing with us. We got work to do. Two minutes, 14 seconds. Here comes Carr. Right side and caught. There goes Namey, who's pushing forward inside the 40. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got ourselves a game today. 2nd and 5 coming up. Going to be a handoff here. Finding the hole is Namey getting the first. No, they said he's short. 3rd and inches. Obviously, it's 4th down territory. No matter how you swing it, they need a touchdown here. A field goal isn't going to help things. Just going to put you in the same situation you're in right now. And then you got to hope that they get the score. Or that they get the stop. Looking for a man left side in single coverage. And going to be almost caught. Kevin Lee almost had the biggest catch of the game. And it's going to be 4th and inches now. Got to clip that one. That was a pretty good play. I thought he had that one, but great job by the safety on top to punch that one out. In my opinion, I say give the 26 hope for the best. They're going to do just that. They're going to pitch it, though, and it's going to be stopped. It's going to be stopped in the backfield. I would have ran it up the middle. Maybe some blocks on the outside could have helped, but that's going to be a turnover on downs. St. Louis is going to have to give it back to Tacoma. That's tough. But the game technically isn't over. They're going to have to rely on the St. Louis defense to get the job done. They're going to give it to Brewer, who has a little bit of room, and St. Louis is going to call their first timeout here. Essentially, 1 first down ices this game. So Tacoma's 5 yards away from getting their first victory. And this is definitely a great time to get big homie Davin Brewer involved. Big play Brewer. That's why I like to call him Big Play. And they're going to give it to him again. And he's going to pick up maybe a couple. 3rd down coming. St. Louis needs one more stop. Handoff, and it's going to be a first down and a whole lot more, and that'll be GG's. As the crowd not very pleasant on how that game ended. And Davin Brewer will ice this one. A valiant effort there from St. Louis, but just a little short. Honestly, I think most would agree with me. A run up the middle, that probably would have done everything St. Louis needed to keep the drive alive. They went for the pitch. And that's going to slow their chances for a victory in week 3. As Tacoma's going to kneel it down. St. Louis has no more timeouts. And we'll go ahead and move towards the 4th game of the week. So make sure you watch out for that. It's going to be Charlotte at New Jersey. Should be a fun ride. These two teams went at it last season. And it's going to be fun watching these two teams rumble again. So make sure you watch out for that. That'll be on Twitch. The first out of 3 Twitch games that we're doing this week. 1 tonight And then we also have the 2 in the afternoon area on Sunday. As the clock appears to be rolling down here, we'll go ahead and get you to this part where we can check out the statistics. But the final score, 21-17. Tacoma gets win number 1. They'll move to 1-2 on the season. St. Louis, they'll fall to 0-3. Unfortunate there, but still plenty of time to get everything right. Shout out to the big homies Ross and Suicide King for getting their team their first victory on the season. Can't be mad at that. Still plenty of time to solidify everything and maybe even get more pieces to the squad. But hey, it's going to be all good. It's going to be all popping. And it's going to be a fun ride here in the USFA. You already know how we do. As we go ahead and check into these stats real quick, I kind of scrolled through these. You see right there the turnover, the 1 INT from earlier. Actually, no, there's 2 INTs, one from Carr and one by Bridges. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And St. Louis did have the ball a lot of run plays, and I believe they did run more than them. Yes, they did, 118-43. So they did their job. They just need to execute a little bit more. And that interception in the red zone right before the end of the first half, that did not help things. So, just a couple things here and there, and they could be on the winning side. Just got to keep on staying the course, keep on updating, As we see the stats right here, Sean Bridges, 26 for 35, 293, 3 TDs, 1 interception. Outside of that interception, a pretty good game there for the veteran. As we see Jim Carr, 19 for 30, 187, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Longest pass of 64 yards there by Sean Bridges. Rushing wise, Naming Namerson doing his thing, 26 for 93 and a touchdown. Davin Brewer, 9 for 40. On the other side, he did his thing, especially in closing the game. Sean Bridges, 2 for -2. Lamar Davis, 2 for 5, but he had a lot more work in the receiving side. We'll see that in a little bit. Jim Carr had that 1 carry for 16 yards, a great effort for sure. And he did have the longest carry for those 16 yards, so great job there from him. Receiving wise, we'll start with St. Louis here. Paris Glass, 5 for 31 and a touchdown. Ben Blazin, 4 for 60. Jamal Allen, 4 for 32. Kevin Lee, 3 for 42. Naming McNamerson, 3 for 22. A lot of 2s there. As we see the drops here, looks like Kevin Lee had 2 drops. Ben Blazin had 1. Longest catch of the day goes to Ben Blazin here for St. Louis with a 17-yarder. Got to get some more explosiveness out of his offense. Still plenty of time to make that happen, though. On the other side, the leading catcher will be Lamar Davis, 8 for 81 and a touchdown. A great job from the backup halfback. Joe Beasley, 5 for 52. Jax Jackson Jr., 3 for 16. James Peach, 3 for 13. Isaiah Fowler, 3 for 20. Evan Hunt, 2 for 15. Davin Brewer, 2 for 96 and a touchdown. Didn't see too much from Rocco McLovin, unfortunately. I think he was mostly on the blocking side, but that's part of the scheme. Got to keep on getting your actives ready to go. Show some love to the big homie Rocco, you know what I'm saying? But 64 yards there, doing his thing. They had the longest catch on that first touchdown of the game. So great job there from him. Defense-wise, looks like Najee Wyatt, the defensive tackle, and I believe he leads all defensive tackles in regards to total tackles in the game with that one. 9 on the game. That's pretty ridiculous. But they was running the ball a lot too, so it was bound to hit Najee eventually, right? So great job from him. Ty Wire, England, John Carter, and Jacob Copeland each have 7 tackles. Patrick McGowan, the strong safety, gets 6. Alpha Wolf gets 4. Kaiser Washington gets 4. Daniel Stover gets 3. Goofy Goober gets 3. Paranai Barr gets 2. Carlton Rhodes gets 2. King Maximus gets 1. Geriatric gets 1, and that's all the users there. Copeland and Wyatt gets 2 tackles for loss. King Maximus gets 1 along with Stover. No sacks on the day here for Tacoma, unfortunate, but it is life. That was an interception in the end zone by a bot player, so we don't need to mark that. Looks like Kaiser Washington, Patrick McGowan, and Goofy Goober each get a pass deflection. Forced fumbles, and none of that stuff here for Tacoma. Great job by the Victors on defense. And on the other side, Garrett Hart there with 13 tackles. Great job from the free safety. 420 Blunt Smoke with 8. Gun Marabic with 6. Christopher Baker with 4, Orlando Wolfgang with 3, Rock Blazer with 3, B Dex with 3, Cliff Allen with 2, Bobby Lee gets 1, and Jesse Leva also gets 1. B Dex and 420 each get a tackle for loss. B Dex with the only sack in the game, so only 1 sack on both sides. Gun Arabic there, 1 for 8 on the interception. Great job by him. I believe that's his first interception in like 2 years, so 2 seasons. So great job there from him. No pass deflections from users, and that's all the defensive stats here. So great job on both sides there. Kicking wise, looks like both were perfect except for Firestarter Prodigy. Looks like Daniel Carlstown brought in 5 points, and Firestarter Prodigy brought in 3, all by way of extra points. I thought he made that one, but I forgot it was a long field goal that he just couldn't knock through, but a great attempt nonetheless. Looks like pretty even on the punting side, so I had to give Daniel Carlstown the W on that one. You know what I'm saying? Between the kicker and punter. Kick return wise, 3 for 82 there for Davis. Gun Arabic 2 for 52. Pretty even on both sides. I'll give it to Davis on that one. And on the other side, Nate McNamerson 1 for 12. James Peach 2 for 26. So pretty much even on that side. James Peach just had 1 more punt return. Looking at the scoring summary, as you see right there, Davin Brewer got that touchdown pass right there for 32 yards. Then coming into the mix, both offenses scored right there. Looks like Sean Bridges got to Fowler to make it 14-0. Then Nate McNamerson got the touchdown before the end of the first half. I'm sorry. Then we start the second half. St. Louis, they try to claw back here, scored 10 points here in the third. A pass to Paris Glass, and then the field goal, and then Tacoma sealed it, or potentially sealed it, with the touchdown to Davis, where St. Louis wasn't able to get back into the mix. And that is going to be the end of this one, folks. Like I said, don't go anywhere. We're going to be back on Twitch for our third to last game of the week. And as you see, like I said earlier, it's going to be Charlotte at New Jersey. Going to be a fun ride as always. Going to be a real great ball game with a lot to cover. Charlotte trying to stay undefeated. New Jersey, they're trying to get back in that mix. So show some love, everybody. Hope all is well with you. And until next time, we'll talk to you later. Get back on Twitch.